deflating offensively.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This is Henry on 2nd. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Hey, Alpha, say hi. You change it. Middle.
Lamar now from the gun. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
And the Vikings first down.
From the gun, Jones gets it. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's brought down for a loss. So we're through. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. McCarthy operating from the pistol. That's caught for the first. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing off the play fake here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings start to fight back with their first points of this game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Lamar. Stays, pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Trying again following the sack. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. As a man, Justin Jefferson. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run here with Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 9 yards the effort there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Into the hands of Likely. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens with the football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Middle.
Trying down the middle with Henry. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Lamar out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. Sideline throws reeled in by Likely. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, a schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 37. Connecting on the slant. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Headed out right. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Let's go.
From the 17. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
Ready, shot.
Lamar back to throw. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Hey, hey. Alpha, sit on. 180. Ready, shot. Cut.
They'll run here with Henry. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Blitz coming, Lamar. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First and 10, here's McCarthy. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Ready, shot. Ready, shot.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Escapes out to the left. He loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They'll come up first and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
55-yard attempt.
Not enough juice. It's no good short. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Jackson now to return it. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, we're dead even here through 2 quarters, and you know exactly what that means. That means both coaching staffs emphasized coming out strong here to begin the second half. Well, that return puts you in great position to do so and maybe even take control of this game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's incomplete left side. No look on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
He's back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Hey, hey. 180.
Now it's Lamar. He'll get this to Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Blown back, it's the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on first. He's got to gain a 6 there. Harrison Smith in on the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Henry running to the left. And that hit stops him in his tracks. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. Hey. Sit on.
Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Forced out to his right. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Hill will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
No, we changed it. Shot. Ready. Ready, shot. Hey, Ozzy. Shot. Ready, shot.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bullock's kick is good, and they've taken back the lead.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 31. Bails out of the pocket quick. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Jones once more. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Calling about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
He'll throw it. He connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now a give to Jones. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here's Jones. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. They get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Buying some time right. He's got Andrews. And he gets out of bounds, but just 8 yards. They needed more.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
No, we changed it.
Back to throw. Chased out to his right. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that. Get out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now to throw. Connects with the open man downfield. And the clock stops as he gets out of bounds. They're all the way up beyond the 40 following that nice run. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Hey, middle.
Setting up to pass. And that's incomplete. There's 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. He's on the move. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Report. You at X. Shut up.
One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.